Representative Mike Gallagher identified the need for control of the application's algorithm. TikTok CEO Shou Zichu's statement last week raises the possibility that Congress will take some action on the hugely popular and controversial social media app, after his Capitol Hill remarks failed to address bipartisan concerns over potential data privacy issues and Chinese government interference. Representative Mike Gallagher said on Sunday. They actually united Republicans and Democrats out of concern to let the Chinese Communist Party control the most dominant media platform in America, Martha Raddatz told ABC this week. Million monthly active American users. Company ByteDance. Chinese officials described such offers as excessive and unfair, despite China drastically restricting internet use in its own country, and said they would resist a sale. Critics of the review say it doesn't apply to similar social media platforms. However, Gallagher and Krishnamurti, who appeared together on This Week, told Raddatz the risks required such moves. Separately, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said Twitter on Sunday that the chamber will move forward with legislation, TikTok. President Representative Mike Gallagher and Senior Member Representative Raja Krishnamurti during Select Committee on Strategic Competition between the United States and Communist Party of China, February 28, 2023. Tom Williams's roll call via Krishnamurti pointed out Chu did not spy on American journalists last year, or that some ByteDance employees could not admit there was a genocide against the Uyghur people in China's northeastern corner of Xinjiang. This is pressure from the Chinese Communist Party, he told Raddatz. Both he and Gallagher were skeptical of the Texas Project, an initiative that TikTok said would store U.S. data in Texas and block access to Beijing, but which lawmakers said was insufficient. There are whistleblowers who say what TikTok administration said about the Texas project is a lie, Krishnamurti said, while Gallagher said that protecting Americans' data is only part of larger problem. The key part missing from Project Texas mitigation strategy is the control of the algorithm. That's really what we need to address, Gallagher said. This isn't just about leaking data from an American phone, it's what they can transmit to Americans through algorithms, check our perception of reality, check the news, interfere with future elections. Chu's lengthy testimony before the House Energy and Commerce Committee on Thursday sought to allay concerns that TikTok would have to hand over data on U.S. users if the Chinese government requested it. I think many of the risks mentioned are hypothetical and theoretical risks, Chu insisted at one point. I haven't seen any evidence. It also repulsed concerns that TikTok's algorithm could be used to influence public opinion, including pro-Chinese content and false election information. But MPs on the panel, Committee Chair Kathy McMorris Rogers, Republican Washington. He wasn't too impressed when he told Chu, your platform should be banned. TikTok CEO Shou Zichu testifies before the House Energy and Commerce Committee at the Rayburn House Office Building on Capitol Hill on March 23, 2023, in Washington, D.C. I frankly think it raises more concern, Krishnamurti told Raddatz on Sunday that Thursday's hearing. I don't think you're doing TikTok any favors. Raddatz pressed Krishnamurti for her response to the possible political implications of a TikTok ban, given her popularity among young people. And in this particular case, even though TikTok is another app, and we have a general concern about these social media apps, we have to admit that it's different from any other app as it owes its parent company the Chinese Communist Party. Raddatz asked Gallagher Krishnamurti, who sit on the House Intelligence Committee as well as TikTok, about the attacks on U.S. bases in Syria last week that killed an American contractor and injured many, including service members. A contractor. Iran-backed militias are thought to be responsible, and the U.S. retaliated with airstrikes. Gallagher said the attacks were due to the fragmentation of our deterrent stance against Iran, adding that, we cannot afford another deterrent failure like we saw in Ukraine. We need to have a clear view of the regime we are facing in Tehran, he said. Krishnamurti said that U.S. will not back down from the region and will continue its counter-terrorism work there despite danger. We are sort of targets of opportunity for these Iranian-backed militias. But we're not going anywhere. We have to stay in northern Syria and fight Islamic Islamist, ISIS with our partners in Iraq. Unfortunately, we will have to deal with them appropriately, but we are not leaving that part of the world while dealing with ISIS, he said.